Because we've been this way from the start. Because the solution for one can be harnessed by others. Because clouds that compete can still connect. Because innovation needs collaboration. Because a revolutionary approach to software can transcend enterprise IT. Red Hat. Our code is open.
Hi, my name is Lee Miles and I'm the Vice President for the CEMEA region at Red Hat, and I'm delighted to be invited to the Global One virtual experience from Ingram Micro. We were fortunate enough to extend our relationship in the Meta region with Ingram Micro only last year, leveraging off the back of a global agreement that we'd already had. As many of you know, Red Hat was acquired last year by IBM to form the largest hybrid cloud company in the world, both of which were fantastic partners already of Ingram Micro, which bringing the two together really allows us to be able to leverage through the channel into markets that we couldn't reach on our own. So this partnership for us is really working well. The Red Hat and IBM partnership, as I said, is the #1 hybrid cloud company. Bringing these two organizations together has really enabled Red Hat to be able to scale into markets that we would never be able to do, to be able to bring solutions to market faster with more innovation. Red Hat was all around open source solutions, bringing an open organization, using that go-to-market methodology to really drive innovation into our solutions. With IBM, we're now able to scale out through many, many different organizations, delivering open source solutions faster, delivering them comprehensively, really meeting customer needs, both from a software perspective, from a hardware and a delivery perspective. As we see the world's changing and we see the world will be 100% cloud, it'll be 100% modern applications, really driving new services into their customers, into consumers. Just take the banking industry as an example. We all want to be using services electronically and digitally. This is exactly the type of solution that Red Hat is bringing to the market. So firstly, Red Hat will be able to provide a cloud environment based on open source solutions. Over 70% of the world's cloud environment today is already in open source solutions. We are providing a level of app modernization. We're providing the services around that to be able to take both legacy applications through to cloud environments and make them cloud ready. We're also working on new developments to make new services ready already in the cloud environment. As companies' businesses are challenged with the demands of their consumers and customers, with the rapid change that's expected within every industry across the world, open source is providing a level and speed of innovation which is unparalleled. We're not restricted by the four walls of our own organization to be able to drive new developments and new capabilities within the solutions. We take communities and partners from all over the world, ideas from every industry, from every level of engineering through development, through the innovation of groups and communities across the world. By taking these different ideas, being able to assemble them fast, we can deliver at a superbly fast rate to our customers for the changing environments. If you consider cloud, you consider app modernization, you consider automation, are three key components of any future requirement within an organization to be able to rapidly deploy changes, to be able to meet the demands of their customers. When you're talking to developers, they want to be able to rapidly change, they want to be able to change an environment, they want to be able to modernize an environment, they've got to be able to meet the demands and the services of either competition and or their customers. All of this is possible with Red Hat and the vision that we have to be the #1 hybrid cloud company. In a recent survey by Forrester Group, they positioned Red Hat as the #1 hybrid cloud company, providing a level of expertise in both cloud readiness, in containerization and in app modernization. And Red Hat being the #1 hybrid cloud company, we really want to be able to provide a level of innovation to our customers that's never been seen before. As many of you know, the open source way is not just being restricted by the four walls of our own business from a development or an engineering perspective. It's really being able to open out to many, many communities, to many, many partnerships across the world to be able to really provide the latest and greatest of the innovations that we need. Our customers are under siege. The demands of both their customers and consumers, of the competition, is such that every company needs to be a digital company. Every company needs to be fast in answering the needs of the industry. You only have to look at the recent pandemic to see how quickly industries have either been affected or how they've had to change to be able to cope with those changes. So really open source is providing that level of innovation for companies to be able to move fast. They need rapid deployment cycles. You need to be able to deploy quickly, develop fast, be able to modernize quickly from their old applications into new applications. And of course, everybody wants to be cloud ready. So we have a 30-year history in some companies of applications which have been built in a legacy way, but really need to be able to be in a modern way. This is exactly what Red Hat does. Providing the infrastructure for the cloud to enable companies to be able to take the legacy applications from the past years and modernize them into a new environment, to be able to develop fast into with new services, to be able to be more digital, to really be able to take applications fast to the market and services fast to the market. Utilizing new techniques such as DevOps and agile frameworks, really to be able to make sure that the infrastructure and the application environment is the right one for that company at that time. And if we look at where Red Hat and IBM are going to take us in the future, there's even more investment in the open source way. It's important that we continue to take the best minds and the best ideas from anywhere in the world. As a company, IBM is able to scale to all parts of the world across all different industries. They have a fantastic delivery capability, which complements Red Hat's own. They have the software and the hardware to be able to drive data centers and to be able to drive on-premise and hybrid cloud environments. Between us, we can really modernize everyday services and everyday applications within a company. And if we think about what the next generation of applications is going to look like, AI is going to be an important factor. Again, when you look at the most advanced AI capabilities across the world, they're open source developed. They're being brought into mainstream applications so that we can use them effectively in healthcare, in oil and gas, in retail. All these industries are affected. And if you look at the banking industry specifically, and let me encapsulate a reference case for you, a use case for you. Emirates NBD, which of course is one of the largest banks here locally, they wanted to modernize their environment. They wanted to be able to provide new services to the market, and they wanted to be the best digital bank. With Red Hat, we've been able to partner with them over the last 12 to 18 months, modernize their infrastructure, enable them to be able to provide a number of new services to customers, really expanding their digital footprint and pushing them on their way to being the #1 digital bank within the region. And as I said earlier in my presentation, with IBM and Red Hat in partnership with Ingram, we're really delivering a first-class service across the region, providing both services and software, subscription and license to all of our customers and partners across the region. And we really see the future is bright in that partnership to be able to deliver to the demands and the needs of the region. So with that, thank you very much. Lee Miles from Red Hat. Thank you.